Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I am going to be doing something in my Jane Austen kit, and what I did is I printed 3 pages from my kit, or I should be doing something in my Jane Austen journal. That's what I meant. Alright, so I'm going to start with this page over here. You don't have to have the kit, you can use whatever you want to. And I'm going to take my book, and I think I've selected a page. Just hope I did. Now I think I'm going to change my mind. I think I'm going to use this here. Okay, this page here. Okay, like that. Right, so hopefully I can do a few videos on my Jane Austen. So incorporate my plans or my projects into my Jane Austen one. So I'm just looking at how wide or tall this journal is. Right, so I know I must, there's the mark over there. I know I must cut off at least that amount, but I'm going to cut off more than that. And I'm just going to take my trimmer, and I am going to really hazard a guess over here. I'm not really going to worry how much I cut off. I don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna really have an absolute effect on the whole project. The reason why I'm cutting like this is because I'm cutting because I want a gap in between what I'm doing over here. Okay, so I think that is a sufficient gap. I'm happy. I will use this somewhere else. I've got a little box, and I'm putting in all my little pieces so that I can make a what is the word I'm looking for? No, a collage strips. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna pull out that probably just now as well. All I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this paper and I'm gonna fold it in half, just like that, end to end, and I'm folding it in half like that. Oh, yippity yep, yippity yep. That's it. And then I'm going to take my ruler, and I am going to just give it a fold like that. Okay, now I'm going to cut these in 2. Okay, now you can cut it by using your ruler. You can cut it by hand. I'm going to try to see if I can cut it using my let's see again. So I'm just trying to look for those lines and line it up. It's so difficult to see, hey? Eyes are getting, oh, today I don't have contacts on as well, so I'm just trying to follow that line. Oh, my eyes were tired. Right, so that's that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of open this, maybe not, you'll see, and I'm going to flip it around so that it now becomes a scoring board, and I am going to mimic the measurements of this. Right, so what do we have over here? We have this is 3 7/8 long, or 10 centimeters. Okay, so I am going to take this paper and I'm going to put it here like that, making sure I don't like opening this whole thing, but it works. I mean, it gives you quite a bit to work with. I mean, it's not a large scoring board if you look at it. Right, so the first one is 3 7/8. Right, 3 7/8. Gonna score at 3 7/8. Okay, right, 3 7/8. Oh, come on, 3 7/8. Then I'm gonna fold it. Okay, gonna fold it, and I'm gonna put that edge there, and then I'm gonna score 10 centimeters, eh? And then I'm gonna score the next one at 4 2/8 or 11 centimeters. 4 and what is 2/8? 4 1/4. Oh my God, somebody, yeah. 4 2/8. Okay, or 4 1/4. Right, that's what I should be saying, 4 1/4. okay, or 11 centimeters. And then I've got something that looks like this. I'm going to do the very same for this one here. I'm going to score it at 3 and what we said, 7/8, eh? 3 and 7/8, okay, nearly 4 or 10 centimeters. And then I'm going to fold it like this, just you know, fold so that we can butt it up against that. It doesn't have to be the most perfect fold. That doesn't look perfect at all, so let's try that. Like that, butt it up there, and then 4 1/4 and 4 1/4, okay? And that's all. That's I think that's where we can stop with this. Can't remember, I didn't think this project out too thoroughly, so you must just forgive me, hey? Right, so let's make those folds a little bit more what's it, crisper now. Right, so that's one, and then this is the other one. Okay, so I'm just making this fold crisp as well. Okay, so that's the reason why I took my cutter out when I cut these singly, and the reason why is because I realize if I don't have it as straight as my eye can cut, then I am not going to. This looks a little bit weird. No, it's not, because I just folded it the wrong way. Right, so that's what we've got. So the shorter piece, okay, so you're going to flip it over, and you're going to use the shorter piece, all right? And then this is going to flip like that. Now you could have, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Printed double-sided here. But I mean, it's just that part there that is going to show. And then, hey, what a perfect way to use some washi. Now, I didn't think of washi, so I'm gonna just pause you, and then I am going to come back. How's that? Okay, so I'm back. I didn't want to have you sitting through looking at me picking out some washi. So I think I'm going to use this one here. If I can get it out, I should have got it out, eh? But it's okay. That's what I want to use, because I think it might match it fairly okay. So we can just add this. Oh no, so now let's use a thicker one. I wanted to use this, the colors would go more, but I didn't, you know, I didn't think it through. So this is the right one to use. Okay, it's got things on it, dragonflies on it, but it's okay. Just looking at the other thick one here. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the dragonflies. Okay. Just going to add it here like that. Right there, like that, just so that we it looks pretty. Yeah, that works. And then let's just turn it around and cut it. Okay, like that. Okay, so we've done number one. Yo, it's hot in this room now. Like that. Okay, and then let's do it for this one here as well. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put some washi here as well. Okay, so I think I told you yesterday in my video where I managed to do my finally my Friday freebie, is that I'm trying to use my stash. Well, no, I'm not use up my stash. No, I don't want to use up my stash. I want to use my stash. Okay, so because sometimes I don't use my stash. What's the difference between using it up and using it? Using it up means finishing it. I don't want to finish my stash. I want to keep my stash. But I also don't want to just keep it and not use it. Yo, something is really right. So that's that. Now we've done that. And now what I'm going to do is gonna notch a hole here. I'm gonna notch a hole here, and then on the small piece I'm gonna notch a hole as well. Okay, so let's go. So this part here where we just put the washi, the one you're gonna pick up is where you're gonna notch. Okay, as I mentioned, I didn't think this project through, so I'm thinking it through as we go along. Okay, I only did that little prototype over there. Should we have matched it, you see? Because if I thought it through, I would have matched it like that. But we can try our best. Right, so that's done. It doesn't matter if it's not. Then here as well, so I've taken the both and I'm putting it together, and I can see where my fold line is, so I'm going to try and get the middle, and I am going to just do that as well. Right, so we've got that part now done. Right, now what are we going to do? We are going to now pick up this paper here now, and thankfully it's not directional because of that little bit over there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is this is going to act as a belly band. This is going to sit on the belly band. Okay, all right, so if you look there, that's going to go there, and that's going to go somewhere there as well. Okay, right, so you are going to have like this is going to overlap on that, and that's going to go as far as that. Okay, so we must just keep that in mind, because what's going to happen is if I cut it more, I'm going to have a very small pocket to get things into, whereas this way I can always allow my my cards to overlap. If you want as well, you can always put your cards in this way. Okay, and the reason I'm not doing that is because if you look, that's going to go that way, then we'll have one that way. I'd prefer it going that way, but hey, you can do that. Okay, if you want, you can put your notches on this side over here. So this is going to be my belly band now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it like okay, so I'm going to look and say, okay, how wide do I want my belly band to be? I think I'd like my belly band to be a little bit wider than these cards over here. Otherwise, we can make it up until there. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty nice. Okay, so maybe I'll just make it to go up until there. So I'm just going to make a mark here like that. Okay, so I'm going to take this now, and I am going to cut it down to size. Where's that mark now? Oh, greatness, guys. You're not going to believe it. Did I just lose that mark? I think I put it two to the bottom. Okay. Very much to the bottom. And as a result, no, that's not it. That is it. Okay. Okay, there's it there. It's right. I thought that was it. But let me have it a little bit more to the top. Okay, so that's better now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut it. I'm gonna have to just hold on for a second. I think I want to put my acorn on. It's getting rather hot in here now. I know, hey, it must be weird for some of you to hear me saying it's getting rather hot in here now. Right, so that's that thing. Now, I'm gonna keep this because we know that that is going to get placed on that. Okay, now watch what's gonna happen. Okay, and actually I shouldn't have cut that hole there. Now that I think about it, I should have cut that hole just now. Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to recover from that, but I'm not gonna waste the paper. Right, so I'm gonna put this here now, and I am going to take out, let's see, a quarter of an inch is too little. Maybe, what's this? 3/8. I think I'm gonna do 3/8 of an inch. Oh, that is a lot. A quarter. Now let's make it a 1/4 inch, okay? 1/4 inch going down. Yes, that doesn't look nice. Let's make it 3/8, because we're gonna have a problem otherwise. 3/8 of an inch. Flip it over, and 3/8 of an inch. We might have to cut these again. 3/8 of an inch, okay? Going downwards. Oopsie. Going down like that. Okay, yeah, so we did need to cut that off again. Let's see, 3/8 of an inch. And we could have also put the washi later. We would have saved on 3/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. And then 3/8 of an inch. But guess what? We'll take that 3/8 and we'll use it in our scraps. Okay, so I might use that again. Let's see. Now, what I want to do is I want to fold in these 3/8 of an inch here. Yes, makes it difficult with that washi. So let's just get over that part there, like that. And then the side as well. Okay. Right. Now, let's look at it. Which is the shortest piece? This notch was going to go up there. Okay, so that's fine. And then that was the shorter pieces. Okay, so now what I want to do is, since that's going up there, I am going to cut all this out here, and then I'm going to cut, slice these, and like a slice there. Okay, so now looking at which is the best way for me to cut this, where I can see it more clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna try here, right, like this. I'm gonna do this one pocket, and then I think I'll speed up the other one for just for time. So let's do this one first. All right, and there's the part now where I can bring it up there and slice it like that. And then the same here, bring it up here and then slice it here. It's very difficult to see the lines. Right, so that's done. And then here we're going to slice as well, there, and then there, like that. Okay, so that's all our pieces that we want to take out. Now remember, we need the notches again. Okay, so we'll need the notches again, but let's just do this here. Okay, so I can see here I went a bit off here. Right, there we go. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to line this up properly here. Just looking at, oh, I see my paper fold went off there. Okay, so if I look at it, let's see. Okay, there we go, here, here, and a bit here. Okay, so that looks decent. All right, that looks a bit decent. There seems to be a little bit, it's playing around here. Let's do that. That looks better. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's that thing. Right, looks better. Okay. And then for this one, for now, I am just going to look and say which one. This needs to go up there like that. Okay. But because I want to sort out my you know, get my things aligned, I'm just going to cut for now till here, just so that I can punch, and then I need to fast forward this one here, right? So I'm going to look at it and say, right, there's the part that we punched. Let me line these two up like this so I can finally get a punch. Okay, can punch it correctly here. So this is looking a little bit weird. Could have taken a trimmer and trimmed it, but yeah. So I'm just gonna use that just so that I can line up my two things to punch, and then that's it. Right, so there we are. Yeah, right. So this is the one we didn't cut out. We cut this one out. So now it's very simple. What you're going to do is you're going to take your glue and you are going to put it here and here like that, and then you are going to glue it up like that. Okay, and you're going to match the corners and finalize or make your lines nice and crisp. Okay, like that and like that. And let's just wipe this paper out there. Right, so that's that there, and then this is going to go in that direction. And now what's going to happen, it's going to sit on my belly band like that. All right, so can you see that? Okay, so I'm going to put this one down here, but before I put it, I'm just going to ink up the edges quickly like this. Okay, like that. So ladies, I hope that you are well and that you're having an awesome week. What's it today? Monday. A Monday. Oh my word, it's only Monday. Ladies, I was in a 3-hour meeting. I forgot to ink here. So because it's not dry, I can pull it apart a little bit and ink it. All right. I sat in a 3-hour meeting now just before I could come, and that is why probably this is going to be late, because you know, it was a long meeting. Right, so I'm going to add this one to this here like this. So I'm also going to ink this here on this side, yeah, like this. Okay, like this, and then I'm going to attach this here. Right, so I'm gonna glue it on 3 sides. Something in your hand is so shaky today, don't know why. Like that. So crooked. Excuse me. Like this. Okay, just gonna glue it like this. Right, and then while that is waiting to get glued down, let's make a card for here and to go inside here. Okay, so what do I want to use? Maybe I want to use this tree. Yeah, so maybe I want to use the tree, and then just going to make this card to go in here. And it's not going to be a very big card, hey? I can tell you that much. And the reason is that these pockets are not too deep. You have to the constraint over there was how wide your journal how long your journal was. Okay, So that would have determined how much you want to cut off. I mean, how wide your pockets are going to be. So there we go. I'm just going to cut it all the way down, and I'll show you why I want to do that. Right, I'm going to cut it all the way down like that, just so that I can see whether it's going to fit in here. Because can you see? You would think that you would get this right, eh? For some reason, it didn't glue properly. Now, the glue, this should be very sufficient to go in here. Because remember, we've got what we call our oh, what's the word I'm looking for? All right, no, we don't have one there, but just let's do this. Let's open it up fully like that. Yeah, and then we've got our gussets. So in actual fact, I could have made this as wide as it is because I've got my gussets there. My gussets are not behaving. Okay, gussets are not behaving for some reason. It seems like this is a problem card. It's just not behaving. It's not right. The design is not right. I just want to do that. Okay, and then yeah, so that's why I'm saying you could have taken it all the way, as made it as wide as that. Okay, because remember that you've got gussets over there. Okay, and your gussets are being glued, so we can actually do that if we want to, right? But then let's continue. So I'm going to speed this up here, and I'm going to cut this. And the reason why I'm going to speed it up, the reason why I need it is because I want the measurements right. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm either going to delete the video or I am going to cut it off. Okay, so I'm thinking, right, so I think I want to make them a little bit bigger, right? So I will take this. Oh, do I need it bigger? Just wondering, because if I make it bigger, that means I'm gonna lose out on some space that I need somewhere else. Now I think I'm gonna leave it. Right, so got that in, and now let's make one for this side. Okay, so maybe on this one here we'll make it a bit bigger, right? And let's add that in there like that. Pull out the like that. Okay, and then let's put this in here as well. All right, just see if it fits first before we do anything else. All right, fine, fits. All right, so now how long do I want this? Do I want it so long? So maybe I want it till there. Okay, and I'm gonna just make a fold over there, and I'm gonna take that out as well, and I'm going to cut it now. Okay, so let's bring our cutter, and hopefully I can see that fold over there, and we can go ahead and cut this here. Maybe right there. Right, so those are going to be our two pockets. These are going to be our two. Okay, and then what we're going to do over here now is we're going to probably get this here and use this here if we want to, and make some, should have done it that way. Yeah. I'm going to just cut this here. How's that? So we can get some pockets here. I'm not worried if it's not straight. Okay. And then hopefully we can get 4 out of this. I think I'm doubtful, but let's try. Okay. And then, well, if I can't, then I don't want to waste paper on both sides. There we go. And now we can do this. Yeah. Alright, so we're done with that now. Okay, so why do we need this? Let's just clear the dirt out of here quickly. Alright, let's just put it there. So these are going to be our tabs, which we are going to use like this. And where's our big ones? These are big ones. Could you just put these tabs in here like that? Okay. So these my did I lose? Oh, there's it. Just throw all the dirt to one side here. Okay. So just inking it up like this. Now I admit that this could have been on thicker paper, and these here are gonna be for the other pockets, and let's hope that they will work so we don't have to cut more. All right, and then there we go. I'm inking here because remember that I'm going to put the tabs on it. Okay, so tabs need to be inked too now. Oh my gosh, ladies, what nonsense is this? But I mean, you have to ink the tabs because once you put it down, you can't ink it after that. Right, so let's add this one here like this. Oopsie doopsie. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Right, like that, in there, and that's gonna fit there like that. I didn't want it jutting out too much. Okay, and then this one is gonna take another tab. So you can make it as pretty as you want to. It's just that I got a lot of colors going on over here, and I wanted to not have so much of colors going on. I'm probably going to put a label here. I think I have the Jane Austen ones, but I don't know where they are. So in my still shots, you're going to see me having the label on, because I'm going to have to go and look for it. I think they mixed up with all my words or sayings or whatever. I'll look for it, but I don't think I'm going to just find it. Right, so that's going to go in there like that. This one seems to be giving me an issue. Maybe because it's not glued here. Like that. Okay, so that's going to go in there like this. Perfect. I don't know why this glue is not holding. Or is it me just not putting enough? Right, and then ta-da and ta-da. Oh, now that seems to be a problem. Let me just look at that. Never thought about that. Let's see. Seems like we might have a problem there. Was I going to put it here? Like that. And how did it become larger? By so much? No, I think I was... My word. I was going to put it here. Maybe... Are you kidding me? I cut this thing too large. Or did I not cut it at all? Oh dear, I didn't, maybe. No, but this is the end of the book. The beginning, I was going to put in the beginning. Don't think it'll make much difference. I need to cut it off. That's sad. And maybe I didn't think this through. Yeah, I didn't think this through. Because if I thought it through, I would have not had my... Yes, so I'm going to have to make these smaller or shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just line it up over there like that. Like this, okay? Why? Because they are going to move around. They are going to get caught. These tabs are going to get caught when we pull them out. See, something he didn't think it through. Told you, bear with me. But this is how it works if you don't do a prototype. And I really had no time to do a prototype, so you can see how we recover from boo-boos. Okay, so this is going to get shorter. This, I think I made a mistake and I didn't cut it down, because I think I mentioned about cutting it down. But this here, this was a boo-boo. I forgot to take into consideration my tabs, which if I hadn't stuck, I would have just probably rounded the edges on it. But it is what it is, right? Let's see how we recover. Okay, so done. And then here, like that. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Right, so now let's put it in the book over here like this. Okay, like that. So I'm gonna glue here and here because I want this to also be a belly band. So you're gonna have lots of writing space when you are done. All right, so there we go. Trying to make it equal, right? Like this, and I'm looking at this here and making that equal instead. Okay, so now let's see if our cards are gonna fit in. Yeah, that's better. Haha, worked. Okay, and then was it this one here? Okay, perfect. Now, yes, thank you. Okay, and then where's the small ones that we had, and are they going to go in here? Yes, they're going to go in here, and they're going to fit in nicely. I think let's round the edges on these ones. I'm gonna round the edges, otherwise the tab is gonna go stick out too much. So I'm just gonna get my corner rounder and round the edges. Okay, so lucky we didn't put the tabs on these, otherwise we would have had to cut them as well. Not cool, but you know, this is live now. And that's what happens when you don't make a prototype. It's not like you don't know about these things, because you do. I mean, you've learned, you've made enough like this to know that that should definitely be an issue, but you forget about them. Okay, and now there you go, like that. Like that. So you can see that everybody makes mistakes, and everyone's allowed to, and how mistakes can be reworked. And that's it. Sorry, I don't know if I was in frame there. Just putting that in there. Now, You can leave these blank, because if you leave them blank, then you can actually journal on them, or you can decorate them. I'm going to choose to leave them blank because they become my hidden spots as well. Okay, here, as I mentioned, I will put the Jane Austen items there. So how cool is this? Because when you look at it this way, oh no, let's finish it off. Let us put a card to go inside. Okay, so how wide can it be? How wide can it be? Let's bring it up until here, right? And how I don't want to cut off Jane Austen, so maybe I'll get it till just after the Pride. Okay, maybe just before the Pride. Let's see. Okay, above the Pride part of it. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna cut here. Oopsie. I'm gonna cut it here. Now this is a long video. Like that. And then maybe, no, I'm gonna cut after the Pride, just to be on the safe side. Now that is a huge journaling card. Oh my greatness, isn't that big? Right, and I definitely want to round the edges on this. Oh cool, there's something about rounded edges that you just cannot help. I might go in and I might, just might, what's the word? Strengthen this so that it fits better. See what I mean? Why? It's as if this glue is just running too much. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay. You know, too watery, and then it spreads out too much. Because I feel that's what's happening. That's what it is, limiting the amount of, you know, from where I put it to where it's spreading out. Seems like this. It's spreading out too much, thereby decreasing the size of stuff, like my pockets and things like that. Okay, so let's see what we got over here now. So we changed it up a little bit. We didn't put the tabs, but I think I'm fine. I can add a tab to this one, but I'm not going to. I think I love it. Okay, so let's see what we got. We're going to just maybe embellish this. Now we've got a belly band here. We've got a nice huge journaling tag over there. We've got these two pockets with journaling cards in them. Okay, on that side and on that side. Then we've got, ta-da, these journal cards, which we don't even have to flip over to get access or gain access to them, because we can gain access to them. So we've got these ones that fit here like that, okay, and they're like that. And then if we flip it over, we've got more journaling space. I think this is a definite winner of a project if you're looking at making, you know, increasing your journaling space, because you've got almost a page here and you've got all this that you can write on. Okay, these two cards and these two cards. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this project, even though it changed up a bit. I think well, the original idea didn't change. It's just the, you know, the measurements that changed. Okay, so that's basically it. I hope you like it, and I hope you're going to give it a try, especially for those people that like a lot of journaling space. I think this is a really, really nice project. So if you like it, then please give it a thumbs up, and then also please a comment would be awesome. And also, if you're not a subscriber as yet, and if you like the content that you're seeing, then please consider subscribing. And yes, before I leave, I have so many new subscribers. Thank you so very much. And I don't you know, so it's just not about the subscribers, okay? And that is why, you know, sometimes you hear people not asking about subscribers. You need at least 1,000, okay? But it's no use. There's a lot of subscribers, but they actually don't watch your videos because then they don't give you the viewing hours, okay? And so I so appreciate those people that continuously watch my videos and comment and things like that. Now I know I might be seeming like I'm only thanking the people that comment. That's not true. I'm thanking those people that watch the videos as well. But because you don't comment, I don't know who you are. You get me. So I thank everyone that watches it and that watches and comments as well. Okay. The other thing is that I know I'm a little behind on my comments. I try and sit like for 5 minutes or whatever, right, type out your responses to your comments and stuff like that. So I know my last video I've got like about 6 or 7 comments over there. So I'll try to get to that. And there were others as well, from other past videos. So I thank you so very much for choosing me to spend your time, spend your time on. I know your time is precious, and I really thank you. And the only thing that's left for me to say is have a blessed day, everybody. Do take care. Lots of love from me, Santini at Sunny Creates. Bye bye.